there's two teams at 9-5. I guess we'll stay in the West. We'll go with LSU. Brody, I'll let you lay out all the reasons why. I'm going 200 on the over. I think I'm driving I'm driving the LSU sleeper national champion.
Okay, you do this all the time. I'm going to call you out. You do this all the time where you're like, this is a take a lot of people are having, and you're like, I am planting a flag. And it's like, a lot of people have been on that. They're like preseason top 5.
Yes, but no one's talking about them as a team that can go toe-to-toe with Georgia, actually win a national title. Yeah. Like, I think I'm just a big believer in continuity and at all levels, in all places. And I think people are glossing over, well, Georgia's Georgia. They recruit, they're the new process. They're the new Alabama. It's plug and play. It doesn't really matter. No, it does matter. It absolutely does matter. And I think when you bring back a Jaden Daniels, a Malik Neighbors, a Mason Smith, a Harold Perkins, like, this is an unbelievable amount of impact players. This is how you win national titles. So give me all the money all these saving bucks that I am legally allowed to put on the over here.
Yeah, I'm going $100 also on the over. I will temper what you're saying while agreeing with you, which I guess might be the theme of the show. But no, I mean, I agree. I think the thing with LSU is, and I think there's a really interesting discussion here to have about what you're even saying about the LSU versus Bama thing, is it's a floor versus ceiling discussion in a lot of ways, where LSU, again, they have a high ceiling, but the thing that makes them such a good case right now is they actually, you could in a weird way argue, have the highest floor of the SEC, just in terms of the continuity, like we said. And it's not just the big names. It's, first off, only SEC team other than Vanderbilt, I believe, to have head coach, both coordinators, and quarterback back. That's invaluable. That's the thing we keep talking about here. Yeah. And that's rare. 2, the second-year transfer thing, there's a lot of history of guys taking a huge leap because that first year you are just getting acquainted. Now Jaden Daniels, which you saw down the stretch last year.
Yes, the last 6 weeks of the season, he was unreal.
And he did kind of go back to earth the last few, so we'll see. I don't want to overreact, but that full offseason is huge. But it's not just the names, it's the entire O-line's essentially back. Receivers are back. And tight end's back. 4 of the running backs are back, and then just added Logan Diggs from Notre Dame. And that's, I think, where the high floor comes from of I have a hard time seeing them winning less than 9. And then the ceiling, I think, comes from, I think the most excitement I might have is in that front 7 if they meet their potential. They have to prove it. They have not yet at all. But people forget, okay, they have Mekhi Wingo back at All-American defensive tackle, and Harold Perkins is probably the most exciting defender. I'm not going to call him the best yet, but the most exciting defender in the country.
If anybody's going to get Heisman votes, it's him.
Yeah.
You can qualm with that, whatever you will, but that's the reality.
Yeah. And then the other thing that is Mason Smith is back, as you mentioned. Mason Smith, this is one of the strongest beliefs I have, is that if healthy, he's what Jalen Carter was, or he's what Jordan Davis's hype level was, different position, but still, he's that special. The 6'6", 300-pound freak with all the right character and mentality stuff and all that. Him, Mekhi Wingo, Harold Perkins. Also, don't forget Omar Spates coming in, all Pac-12 from Oregon State, who the buzz all spring has been off the charts. There's a chance that front 7 is unbelievable. I am not 1,000% buying. I think if it was 10.5, I might just add a safety go under. So I'm not all in, but yeah, really high floor with the chance to have a massively high ceiling. So yeah, I'm $100 on the over.
Kenny, where are you at with us on this?
I'm going 200 on the over. I think that's the legal.
Welcome.
I'm the conservative one. I love it.
I can't lie. If it was at 10.5, I would still go over.
You were so quiet that I thought you were not biased. I thought you were just
over. I was just internalizing what you both were saying, but I feel I agree with you, David. I don't think that people are talking enough about LSU. And I watched that SEC championship game, and in my mind, I'm thinking Georgia's going to play that team again next year in Atlanta. And everything that you both said in terms of the amount of returning talent that they've had, but then you add on one of the best transfer portal classes in the country to supplement some of the holes that they have. Brian Kelly coming into year 2, the continuity point. I just feel like this is a team that is primed to take that step forward as a prime contender for Georgia in the SEC. I feel like definitively they are the favorite in the West. And I feel like for maybe a casual watcher, people who are just like overlooking them, I think that Florida State game is going to be a coming out party for them. So
it's going to be such a good game.
They got to stay healthy. Brody, congratulations on the trip to Orlando. I know you're looking forward to that.
2 trips in Orlando in 8 months, man. This is the dream.
Here's the thing. Caveat time. If Kenny and I look stupid in December, it will be because of the schedule. We didn't hit on this.
Absolutely.
Florida State at a neutral field. At Mississippi State, sort of a wild card. You don't really know what you're getting there. At Ole Miss, at Bama, Florida, at Texas A&M. You got some losable games there.
Absolutely.
I think I just believe in the upside of this team that I think you're going to see them be the most improved team in the SEC this year, and they won the West last year. So there you go.